All right, everybody, welcome into this Friday edition of Extra Time. We got Craig, we got Stevie, we got Shaka.
Hello.
All right.
All right.
How does it sound? How does it sound?
All right.
And what's the body language?
You just did it. There you go.
All right. Okay. A little shimmy, a little shake. We also have Gab and Juls with us. We also have what I'm told is exclusive footage of Julien at Neymar's 28th birthday party. All white dress.
God.
I'm telling you, that does not in any way look photoshopped.
No.
That is definitely
pretty cool.
legit.
Yeah. How tall is Jules? 3'2"?
Is that Jules holding the umbrella? No.
I believe that's Marco Verratti's jacket.
All right. A pretty sharp look. All right, then, first question. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Elite wants to know, is Griezmann overrated? Julien, what do you think?
Oh, come on. Overrated by who? For what? He's a World Cup winner. He carried, and now you can see Atletico Madrid without Griezmann, and you can understand that for 5 years he carried that team that was really good at defending, but he had to convert all those chances. And now that they're still quite good defensively, arguably, there's no one to score the goals or the few chances that they create. How can you tell me that he's overrated? It's just impossible. Of course he's not overrated. He's a great player. He's someone who can play in different positions. I think he's quite versatile. He's got that intelligence. The left foot is very sweet, and he's a good guy as well. He's nowhere near overrated.
Yeah, why are you laughing at your podcast co-host?
No, it's just he's a World Cup winner. I mean, his other arguments, Jules, thumbs up, you got it, you made good points. This he's a World Cup winner thing is nonsense. Olivier Giroud is also a World Cup winner, I'll have you know. But that said, if I were really mean, I would say look at Atletico Madrid now. You could also say look at Barcelona now with Griezmann. But that would be mean. I'm not going to do that. What I will say, I think, is that you don't spend 120 million plus his wages for a 28-year-old Griezmann. So looked at simply through the lens of numbers, they overspent for him. I don't think there's any argument on that point. But no, he's one of the best players in the world, and remains such.
Mindset these days, The mindset.
What do you mean?
A couple of bad months, little struggle here or there, and
He's overrated.
everybody just gets written off. It's incredible.
It's tough. Look at you. You're the sympathetic one all of a sudden on the set.
Oh, but I mean,
Noted Antoine Griezmann defender.
no, but you know,
He hasn't lived up to it at Barcelona.
there's no point.
It's just not been a good fit at Barcelona.
There's
To
no
Craig's
point,
It's just
I
not a
I
good
mean, he's such a
fit,
good
but-
player. Should be a good fit anywhere.
Is that how it works?
I mean, is that good?
That's how it works.
You're telling me Barcelona don't have a need for a player?
If you're in charge of Barcelona and you buy a guy who's plays through the middle and you pay 120 million for him, would you play him wide on the left-hand side?
Probably not.
There you go.
Well, Philip
There's your answer.
Coutinho was mustered at Liverpool for quite a while, and so much so that Barca wanted to pay a fortune for him, and the lads had a tough time. Happens.
Let's keep it on Barcelona. That's the subject of our next question. Now that Barcelona can't score or defend, how can they expect to win anything this season? Jules?
That's a good question. They certainly will have to defend better. I mean, Piqué's form this season has just been as bad as Shakira's performance at the Super Bowl was good. I mean, it's just incredible. I think 15 yellow cards already. The shirt pulling on Iñaki Williams in the Copa game against Athletic Bilbao was shameful for a player like Piqué. And unless they defend better, the rest will struggle to come as well. And for scoring goals, I think Messi needs to get fully fit to start with, and they need to find a way. Setien needs to find a way of putting Messi and Griezmann in the right formula, finding the right formula to make them both play well, because they need them at their best, and especially Messi if they want to win games again.
What are you laughing at over here? You were laughing.
I was laughing at a part of Julien's answer, that the comparison to the Super Bowl performance, I thought was an interesting parallel.
Hey, Jules.
Why was Piqué miming, was he?
I'm just saying, Julien said Piqué's performance was as bad as Shakira's was good, which I thought was funny. That's all. That's all I was laughing at.
Steve Nicol's personal chef asks,
That's
Gab
easy.
and
That's
Juls.
an easy job.
Gab and Juls, why are you guys so fancy with your words? Try to be modest like my man Stevie.
Well, I never got an invite to this party, did I?
No, it's because it's your vocabularies.
Yeah.
You didn't get the invite.
Those Italians and those French are always fancy with their English words.
Why are you guys
I
so
think
fancy?
if you add up the total number of words in the English language, I think you will find that Romance languages simply have a lot more words, a lot more descriptive words. It's a little bit how the Inuit have sort of 18 different words for snow, and y'all only have one. I mean, in Italian we've got 5. I think in French they have 7. We don't even have that much snow in Italy and France. So we're just more precise in our language, maybe because our languages are older. Am I wrong, Jules?
I think you're spot on. I think you're absolutely spot on. That's why we very fancy in the words that we mentioned on the pod.
I tell you what you don't understand though, this is the bit you don't understand, is this man here is a wordsmith.
Yes.
He just doesn't want to show off or embarrass people by producing.
Well, it's called being considerate. That's what
He's very considerate of his
considerate
colleagues.
to others.
And I don't see how you mention the Romance languages and don't mention our own Stephen Nicol.
There you go.
Speaking of languages, Adam wants to know, does Jules understand Quebec French? We are really off the football bandwagon here.
Do I understand what?
Quebec French.
Quebec French.
What?
I think 70% is probably very similar to the French, and then they have a few words that differ, and I'm sure I'll be able to. But I've never been, so if he wants to invite me, and I can come over for a couple of weeks, something like that. Maybe even more. I can definitely answer the question a bit better after that.
What were you laughing at?
So is it Quebec
It's
or Quebec?
It's Quebec, not Quebec.
It's not, it's Quebec.
It's Quebec.
Jules?
No, Quebec.
Boom.
Not
Boom.
Quebec.
Seb got one right. Someone write that down.
Quebec. It's Quebec, and it will
Seb
remain.
won.
It shall remain Quebec.
Correct.
Rooney won.
You're talking to your,
Romance
Scotsmen.
languages.
The two Scotsmen know better.
Right.
Yes, Quebec.
You know how to communicate to the masses.
Wordsmiths.
Speaking of, can Stevie taste the difference between Coca Cola and Pepsi in a blind test?
Absolutely, hi.
Which do you prefer?
Coca-Cola.
Shepherd's
You-
pie.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that before, the blind test? So how do you know?
No.
All right, final question.
He just knows he'll know.
You just know.
He's got a nose for that kind of things.
I've got better things to do than go around
He can
doing
smell.
blind taste tests.
He can smell corn and a shepherd's pie from 1.5 miles
Correct.
away. Just avoids the
I
restaurant.
can assure you that is true.
So no corn in your shepherd's pie then?
No.
Okay.
I've got a nose like a ferret, I'm telling you.
Really?
You can smell it a mile away.
Are ferrets known for their noses?
Well, I wouldn't have used that comparison, would I, if they weren't?
So you're using such big words. and-
See what I mean? You try and be a wordsmith, and people like you don't understand. That's why I don't
People
use
like you. He just
See?
hit the people like you.
it. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Final question. I'm told the Oscars are happening this weekend. Which movie will win Best Picture this weekend? Gab seems like the type of guy that sees a lot of movies. Gab, what do you think?
Do not, in fact, see a lot of movies. I have watched some of them. I would imagine that 1917 will win because of the hype and because of that opening scene that goes on, and we're supposed to look at all the death and destruction and say, "Oh, look, it's so cool," and it's just one cut. Wow! And but for me, I really liked the Korean movie Parasite. I thought that was actually kind of cool. But of course, foreign films don't win, so give it to 1917.
Saving Private Ryan.
Is that the last movie you saw in a theater?
Yeah.
I actually want to go and see 1917. I've not had a chance yet.
No. I hope it wins.
Have you seen it?
You saw it?
Well, because then I'll go to the wife. See, I told you we should have went and seen that. She didn't want to go.
Go without her.
What is
But
1917
I'm
about?
not going to. Why would I go on my own? Look,
war
a
film.
right dauber.
That's as much as I can tell
To
you.
be fair, you're quite good at that anyway, was it? Why would he go on his own?
Go on your
When
own.
People don't go to the cinema on their own, do they? Because
Kill your
people
own.
at the cinema go, hey, look at him
When
over
was the
there
last
on his own.
time? When was the last time you went on your own?
Weirdo.
Have you ever gone on your own?
No.
Well, there you go. There you go. And I wonder why, because people go, oh, look at the
Tell you what,
weirdo on his
I'll tell you what,
own.
I'm going to mow on next week then.
What are you going to see?
I would go in 1970.
Well, come with you then. We'll
No.
go together.
You're going to go on your own together?
Yeah, we
don't
won't,
see how you-
we won't look
Go on our own
weirdos.
together.
We won't look like weirdos
Okay,
then.
the couples.
You could pretend to meet there. Like,
Anybody
Hey.
here on their own, there's a
By the
little
way.
segment for them. A little
By the way,
area.
that's even weirder.
Hey, we'll go to that posh one where you can sit up and have a beer and that.
Right.
I'm not going to the cinema with you.
Get some wee sliders, couple of beers, you know, just, I can lean in that way.
I'm not getting blamed for noises.
Jules,
Go next week Friday. Two of you should go next week Friday together.
Why?
is that the day you're working and you just want them out of the office?
Valentine's Day.
It's Miss Valentine's Day on the calendar. Okay, any thoughts on movies for you?
No, I don't know.
Jules, do you like movies or think anything should win?
Yeah, 1917 I think will win.
Nobody saw
I agree with
anything
Gab.
else.
The Parasite is a really, really good movie. Probably a better one than 1917, but the hype is on 1917 and Sam Mendes, and I think he will win.
Is the Oscar still a big thing? I'm a serious question.
Nobody here really knows much about it. We didn't. Yes, it is a big thing. Somebody whispered in my ear that it's a very big thing.
Because,
You can't be bothered? Let me guess.
no,
No, you can't.
I like the Golden Globes when Ricky Gervais is
What's
hosting.
the difference between the Golden Globes and the
Well, because
Because you get a laugh.
No, but I tell you what happened. It'll be just political correctness gone mad. People will go, I can't say this, can't say that. And then the winners will get up and give some political speech about how they're going to save the world. At least with the Golden Globes. At least with the Golden Globes, when Ricky Gervais is hosting, like him or loathe him, he just
Yeah.
gives it both.
It's entertaining, isn't it?
No, I won't be watching, but thanks for asking.
You won't. I think we can wrap it up there, yeah?
Will you be watching?
You don't normally ask me when
not
you
my
want to
cup
wrap
of
it
tea.
up.
No,
So
I don't know much about
I mean, I know it's big. I know it's big, but I didn't know if it was still as big.
Hey,
but I'm
leave
sure
it, leave
is.
it, leave it.
Leave it. It's not really. So we'll be back tomorrow, Stevie. And
Aye.
Probably not talking too much about the Oscars since we're clearly not well versed on the topic.
Well, plus it's on Sunday.
Sure, but we could preview it like we will be previewing the Milan Derby on tomorrow's show.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.